and thus begun the summer without Gar.
Garless?
We're doing a Garless
Oh yeah,
run?
Gar took the rest of June off.
Yeah.
So
I thought you were going to say the summer without God.
No, we have a summer with God now because we have a new God, and his name is Ukiyo Ace.
Ace evolved from Jesus to straight up God.
Yeah, that's true, he did. But technically, I don't know much about Christianity, but I know that, isn't Jesus both God and not God at the same time?
It's complicated.
That is actually what Jesus is. He is God and not God at the same time. Also a third thing.
You know what he also is doing? Cueing the roll call.
That was convoluted at best.
I'm sorry, that got really weird.
Connect. Loading. Broadcast.
Perfect! Show running super savant.
Level up.
Bluecaster super Ichi.
Loudon Online, Greycaster, Robolane.
A Spark of Courage, The Power of Dreams. Orange Caster, Global Soft Perka.
Respecting the source material. Greencaster. Senshi.
Casting, criticism, comedy, chaos. Radio Sentai Castranger. On air.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 440.
Yo, look at us. Oh, it's happening. It's the baby Tootsie.
Yeah.
I like the baby Pokemon. We need more baby Pokemon.
They were gonna be a bunch that they never did.
They ever made a baby Slowpoke? I'd fucking lose my goddamn mind.
You're really obsessed with the Shrimptifer image.
It's Shrimptifer! I hate shrimp. I just hate all seafood.
So the new Clone High season's entertaining.
There's been
Is
a
there
weird
more than just one?
Sorry?
Is there more than just one?
One what?
One episode.
Yeah, we're up to 8, I think.
Of the new Clone High season, and I wasn't informed?
Yeah.
Spoiling the whole show?
No.
A little bit. I don't know.
There's shrimp in it. Oh no, big plot spoiler.
Yeah.
And there's a scene that you now have a picture of with no context whatsoever. Decide on the context yourself.
So anyway, if you're listening to us for the first time, welcome. We're a bunch of shrimp who get together every week to talk about Kamen Rider Super Sentai and a third thing.
Wait, what's a group of shrimp called?
I actually don't know.
Group of shrimp is
a school of shrimp. Or a cluster of shrimp.
Oh, a troop or colony.
Ooh.
I'll go
That's
with troop.
good.
So they're
We're
Gundams.
a troop of shrimp that get together for a week.
Yes, the shrimp colony. Alright, well, this week we're talking about Kamen Rider Geats episode 39, King-Ohger episode 15, and our feature topic for the week is The Secret of King Racles episode 2.
Racles. I love that in the notes it's just Racles 2.
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Electric Racles.
Electric Kugaloo. That sounded better in my head. Moving on.
No. Racles 2, the hastening.
the hastening.
So it's like what's the name of it? Highlander 2.
Oh, the quickening? Yeah.
We don't talk about Highlander.
The hastening.
The hastening.
Yeah.
I just rewatched when I was sick last week. I rewatched the first Highlander movie because I just had nothing to do.
Mm-hmm.
I was just I don't know why this stood out in my mind, but there's just this scene where Connor gets struck by lightning or something, and they repeat the same scream twice.
Yeah.
He's like, ah.
Was he standing on a cliff?
Yeah.
Okay, that was him absorbing vagrant quickening from the air, which is something no one ever does ever again in the entire franchise.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and then they just repeat the same scream twice.
It's just, he doesn't even kill someone. It's just his first experience with the quickening is just putting his hand up in the air and lightning striking his hand, and Sean Connery explaining what a quickening is.
That's just air escaping from the folds of his fat.
Connor McLeod was my kingsman. I don't know who you are.
Speaking of shows coming back, Futurama's coming back too.
Cool.
For like the 20th fucking time.
Yeah.
Just a second.
I mean more Bender the better, so.
We're back again. A dinosaur story.
Log form.
That joke killed.
Sorry?
That joke killed me. Where in the first of the Futurama movies, after the show was canceled.
Yes, they did, because the entire fandom like fucking raged that they weren't getting John DiMaggio, and then they're like, "Oh, John DiMaggio will pay you this much to come back," and he's like, "Okay."
Come back. Where Leela is standing there and it's just like, "What does this mean for us and our many fans?" And it pans over and there's just a bunch of actual fans.
Pretty good.
Nice. All right. Well, before we get into our episode discussion, it's time for news mode.
News mode.
News mode.
First on the news docket. Oh boy!
Oh, it's so pretty.
We might have my new favorite suit in all of Kamen Rider here.
Oh, it's so
You would
good.
do that to your boy Blades? Oh my god. Oh no, Laser X.
You know what?
Well, I like Blades better than Laser X, but they're now gonna have to like share my favorite spot.
If ever there was a suit that was the definition of clean,
yeah,
this is
That is
clean.
really cool.
It's sleek and it's beautiful.
So this is Kamen Rider Zane, the upcoming villain of the Kamen Rider Outsiders specials.
Villain, you say?
Villain
Zane.
question mark. They've been positing that Zane is some sort of like all-consuming virus.
And he has a decade card for some reason.
I think it might be a case where he has the ability to use other rider gimmicks. Because I think there's other
So he
screenshots where
uses the
he's
rider gimmick that allows a person to copy rider gimmicks.
something like that.
That's
All I know
convoluted
is
and stupid.
eat
Kinda
shit,
busted.
Omazeo.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to use my rider system that allows me to copy the power of any other rider system, and I'm going to use it to copy the power of the rider system that can copy the power of rider systems.
Yeah, I know. Like, what?
So, yeah, the name Zane is the Japanese word that means everything. So I think that's why it just has the power of everything. And so we're looking at the suit here. The belt seems to be a modified 1000 driver, and the key, it's using a Zane Progress key, which is in the same shape as the Thouser key. And I'm super they better fucking put this out as a toy, because I will buy it.
Oh, you know they will.
And
Absolutely.
And it's gonna be premium Bandai, and it's gonna be over $100.
Of course it is.
That's the
Not
new
surprised.
Blade King.
Not surprised.
It's so fucking crisp and pretty, and the perfect mix of blue and white.
He's got a cape.
It's got a cape. Oh,
a unicape.
That's what always sells a form for Ichi if they have a cape.
You know I'm a sucker for the unicape.
Blue and a cape. That's all you need.
Edna Mode is not happy.
Well,
I
Edna Mode
understand.
can suck shit. I like capes. It wasn't that the capes were bad, it was the people who were wielding the capes were stupid.
That is the problem.
Don't fly next to a fucking plane when you have a cape.
Right next to that turbine.
Right next to it.
So yeah, anyways, this was shown off in the new trailer for Outsiders Episode 3, so that'll hopefully be out soon, and I'm looking forward to it immensely.
Of course you are.
Outsiders is a currently running thing right now?
It's like a side special series.
Yeah,
it started as...
Is it its own thing?
Yeah, it's like an alternate thing that's running parallel to the actual show.
And it stars our favorite boy, Dan Carotto.
Yeah, Dan Carotto's back as a robot.
Yeah, he's a robot now.
From which?
Dan Carotto's from Exade, and he came back as a Humagear, which is the robot set in 01.
Paul wasn't around for X8, so he doesn't know our Lord and Savior.
He's literally the biggest meme lord in the entire franchise.
So this is an X8 rider.
Not really. It's sort of this thing is completely original. The belt he's using is based on a belt from 01.
Quick, someone show him a picture of Genmu. With whatever form, doesn't matter.
Show him level billion.
Yeah, like he did this one scene in an episode where he just started maniacally laughing, and apparently like the showrunners loved that so much they decided to just like they were gonna kill him off, and then they brought him back because of him doing that, and then he just became like the biggest meme lord.
Yeah, just look up Dan Kuroto. Yeah, also in the same trail. There's his newest form.
Yeah, there's his Sephiroth form.
This is Genmu Muteki.
Genmu Teki.
Or Genmu Muso is the name of that form.
Yeah, Muso.
He got a form that was him untransformed.
There's his like base form.
Base Genmu.
This is level 2 Genmu.
Okay, what's Genmu million?
Show it. Post a picture of Genmu billion.
Billion?
Yeah.
Billion. Show me.
Level billion. Fucking awesome.
Let's see if I can pull it up.
Show me the magic.
Everything okay?
Yeah, we're waiting for someone to post a picture of Genmu billion. There you go. Well, that's the suit without the head in it. Also, Ichi has a figure art of him.
Yeah, I have this figure art.
There we go. Look at that. It's man.
Like, it's like Wolzard only with a giant fucking titty blade.
Big. Him. Like
Sorry,
not...
you're choppy, Emily. Say again.
Said he was such a big deal that he got a figure of just him, like not transformed.
Oh yeah, there was a figure of Dan Kuroto.
They have made a figure art of every single one of his forms, like every suit.
There's a zombie form.
There's his best one, Dangerous.
That is pretty cool.
Dangerous Zombie's badass.
X8 has a very interesting suit aesthetic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, X8 was awesome.
All right, so yes, also shown in that trailer for Outsiders episode 3 is the new Gourd Drive form, or as I'm calling him, Bronze Drive.
Bronze Drive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Gourd Drive.
Yeah.
Show me.
Yeah, blame the figure art for that.
Let me see it.
Do you mean Gourd Drive or Bronze Drive?
Yes.
I'll show you what his normal looks like. It is called Bronze Drive? That's hilarious.
Oh, there you go.
There's his normal form.
Bronze Drive.
At least it's not Super Satan.
See if it comes up in an image search. Yep, there it is. There's Bronze Drive.
It's perfect! I love it so much!
Well,
holy
it's the
shit!
drive suit, of course!
Finally, a copper-colored rider!
Oh no, it's Earth Tones!
Yes!
Well, you should
one of the most fundamental
brain.
minerals taken from the Earth Tones!
You should
I love it so
brain.
I love it so much. I want it. I love it.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen Kamen Rider Brain, have you?
Yeah, show him Kamen Rider Brain. Brain became a fucking rider. Look at that shit. Ichi has that too.
I got that figure art. This fucking image search.
Brain, the Kamen Rider. Heart became one.
Yeah,
poor
Medic.
Brain. Medic never became a rider.
Yeah.
I don't like how
the
arm capes work. But
I love it.
I'm not.
Whoa, Decker's mad.
All right. Anyways, we got to move on. Yeah. Next in the news story, the entire run of Kamen Rider Geats, I've had trouble picking a favorite suit. We just saw my favorite suit, and it's Black Geats.
Okay. I literally was talking about this last episode.
Yep.
I was like, I would love to see a black version of Geats, and then the literal next fucking day, we get this motherfucker.
Listen, John Toei
Holy shit.
listens to Castranger. There's
They
no
do.
other explanation.
It's starting to go beyond the joke a tiny bit.
It's a black version of fucking Geats 9. It looks awesome.
Black and blue.
I think this house might be bugged.
I keep moving and they keep following me.
Damn you, John Toei.
No, thank you, John Toei. Now make me a Laser X figure art. But yeah, so from this teaser, it looks like we're getting, as the villain for the upcoming Kamen Rider Geats summer movie, a black and blue palette swap of Geats 9. So I guess we're just gonna call it Dark Geats until we hear the name.
Yeah. This looks fantastic from what we've seen.
Premiering July 28th.
I'm calling it Midnight Geats, but that's just
there's another image of it that wasn't in the article. Hold on.
That's just me.
Oh, that looks so good!
Oh, it's called Kamen Rider Izanagi?
Oh yeah, I saw the name previously, Kamen Rider Izanagi. I like that name.
Hmm.
Do we know if it's or is it someone else?
It's probably someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's reverse Geats.
Yeah. It's anti-Geats.
I mean, like, I want to say the Naruto lore, but it's more just Shinto lore, so I'm not going to attribute an entire, like, pagan faith to, like, just Geats or Naruto. But yeah, it's very much the Tamo no Mai, the QB Ninetales sort of lore, and the Japanese gods and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Yokai Watch has it too.
Yeah, a lot of things do it.
But yes, looking forward to seeing a better shot of that suit. Very cool so far.
Oh, it'll be very soon. Very soon.
All right, next news story. We've gotten some updates regarding Aba Ranger's 20th anniversary.
Ooh.
And first off is the announcement of a new film, Bakuryu Sentai Aba Ranger 20th, The Unforgivable Abare.
Look at that form. Holy shit.
I don't like it.
Is that just the suit that was Dino Thunder exclusive, or is this actually original?
Like,
this is why Gar needs to be here, because he can confirm that for us.
Like, I'm sorry.
It is new? Okay.
I don't like it very much.
It's a little too colorful, but I get what they're going for.
It doesn't need to be busy. It just needs to look like a cooler version of the suit.
Enough that it's unforgivable.
It's not unforgivable.
No, she's making a joke about the title.
Oh.
I don't think that's what it's talking about.
Yeah.
No,
too spiky. Arms are too spiky.
So let's see.
It's too busy.
The trailer features the appearance of the film's main enemy, Trinoid 24, Abaren Gecko. Oh yeah, we did talk about this because they showed that monster where it's just got the 3 fucking heads.
I'm sorry, can I see that? Scroll down for a minute. Oh.
The suit looks better in the thumbnail for the trailer, I will say, than it does on the poster.
Wait, why is Samurai Killer there? He's supposed to be dead.
He's supposed to be dead.
He is supposed to be dead. What the fuck?
Let's see.
No one stays dead in Toku. Fuck's sake.
I think if a superhero piece of media, no matter where in the world you are, you can be resurrected.
I saw on Twitter people talking about the fact that this movie will finally have a henshin sequence with all 5 of the Aba Rangers, because apparently the series did not.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, because Samurai Killer like teamed up with them for like 1 episode and then he died.
Yeah.
Oh, so Samurai Killer gets a henshin thing. Okay.
Yeah, there's the shot of it.
Nah, that's cool. Good for them.
Can you blow it up? Sorry. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, you can tell they all aged.
I just love this specific shot, especially the Red Ranger, because it just looks like the suit has hair on it.
It does.
I like the Red Ranger's emblem kind of looks like the emblem that is the Green
it's a
Ranger
foot.
emblem.
Oh yeah,
just a foot. The Foot Clan.
All right, so yes, the film is being written by Aba Ranger's proper head writer Naruhisa Arakawa, directed by Hisashi Kimura, who did Trick and Sadako DX. Limited theatrical run September 3rd, and then available on Blu-ray and DVD March of next year, March 27th.
It's a theatrical run?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Limited theatrical run.
Jesus. Maybe
they always put these movies in theaters. Like, you remember, like, Japan has, like, their own movies to play, too, not just, foreign ones.
Japan loves their Super Sentai.
I understand.
It's a national treasure. The special edition...
Steal it.
The special edition home video release will include the Cho Bakuryu plate, which gives Abared his new form, Cho Abare Max. And it is compatible with the announced Dino Brace Memorial Edition, which leads into our next news story.
The Dino Brace Memorial Edition?
Yeah.
Cool.
We probably talked about this before too, but now they've posted some more information and images. So
it's cool.
It comes with the 3 main plates for Tyranno, Terra, and Tricera. Depending on the plate you set, special mode, dialogue with each of the 3 of them. There's 3 background songs, including the opening theme, which is pretty cool. Premium Bandai web exclusive, 13,200 yen, releasing in February.
So $130.
Yeah, plus shipping, customs, markup, tax.
So you're looking at like 220.
Probably in the upper hundreds, maybe over 200. I don't know. Depends where you buy it. But it's cool. I will say it's one of the Sentai changers I like the most, even though I never owned it. Yeah. Cool. Oh yeah, and there's an image of the Cho Bakuryu plate, which he gets his new form from. Neat. All right, moving on to our next news story. Speaking of memorial editions, we're also getting a memorial edition of the Ninjark sword from Dawn Brothers.
I feel sorry for everyone who got the DX one.
I love that the image advertising it has all the manga pages around it. The pages that were used to seal it up.
Yeah.
Oh, it comes with it.
Oh, does it?
It comes with the manga.
Oh my god. Okay,
so
hold on.
Probably actually put the fucking pages on it.
Total length of 730 millimeters tall, 140% the size of the DX toy. Yeah. The DX toy has visible screw holes, but this one does not. And they've achieved a sense of size and balance close to what's in the show, so it'll be weighted better too.
So
I sort of want this just because I do love what's up.
So Don Murasame in Dawn Brothers was like the evil ranger, sort of.
Okay.
He wasn't really that consequential to the plot, but he was around anytime.
He was one of those cool badass purple fucking rangers, but then he just didn't amount to anything.
Kind of like the Wolzard of the show, but not really plot relevant.
Yeah, he was just there to look. He was there to look cool and sell merchandise.
Rainbow, why would you put that in the hands of a cure?
I think the joke is that's the same voice.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Cure Wing is actually voiced by the same person as Don Murasame.
Yep.
Yeah, Don Murasame is like a kid.
All right, so this features also a dialogue button and a BGM button. It has voices from Murasame and Maza.
Oh yeah, that's right. It is a man. I forgot.
Yep.
It's why you guys are here.
The item features the new Murasame roleplay mode, in which this mode, Mother will speak to everyone and will say lines such as, "Wake up, and you did a good job." Oh no.
It has Mother fucking voice
Mother
in
mode.
it too?
Yep.
Wow.
New mommy mode.
Maza.
The item comes with 10 manga manuscripts of Haruka's manga, First Love Hero. There it is.
Yeah, so you know when someone gets the sword, one of them's gonna fucking wrap it up in the manga pages.
Crumple up the manga and wrap up the sword in it.
That's amazing. See, this is why Dawn Brothers is fucking god tier.
I'm not gonna go that far.
I'm not gonna touch it.
Sorry, what was that?
Bro, what was you saying, Ellie? Makes you want what?
No, it's okay.
No, what are you gonna say?
I'm just gonna say it makes me wonder if anyone's gonna buy it just for the manga page.
Probably someone.
I would not be surprised. Not at all.
So Premium Bandai web exclusive, 16,500 yen, releasing in March.
I'm tempted, and I do want it, but probably not.
Just anytime you jump into a voice call, what's up?
No, something.
All right, next on the news story. You know what? I'm actually going to jump to the next one because this one I want Paul to be here for, and he's in the washroom right now. Next on our news story is something I spotted on Tokulectables. There wasn't a news story associated, but this was so funny I wanted to talk about it. Mofun wristwatches.
Oh. Oh, Mofun.
I love this third one where like it's like
They're lilac.
the time is set to like 10 something, but they're angled in such a way where it gives Mofun angry eyebrows.
I love Mofun.
It was on purpose.
I love Mofun. You can't hate on Mofun.
Are these like proper watches?
Yeah.
Oh, probably for kids, but
No, not necessarily. No, those look like adult watches. Those look like actual movement watches.
There are images of adults wearing them.
Yeah,
Okay,
but they're like Japanese people, so they have like Japanese wrists.
Japanese people and their skinny wrists.
No, they look like proper, like, movement watches. So
Yeah, no, there's one image showing how long they are. They look like normal size.
the watch fan in me is excited.
There's just the first one's just like an army of Mofus.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
I like the first one because it's literally just the most classic one of them. It's just got some decor on them.
You know what I just thought? What if they like what if they make their own fucking like shoe god and it's just God Mofun?
Oh my god.
Mofun sword?
That would be amazing. Just
I would
God
love if they did
Yeti.
that. Even if it's like a what if scenario or like a hyper battle video.
I was gonna
or
say
something.
like a Telebikun special or something.
Yeah, like a God Mofun. Make it happen.
You said that. Sorry, I had to.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
But could probably like finagle it by having it be a Yeti crab.
Yeah. Oh, like fucking Crabominable.
Abominable.
Yeah, I love that Pokemon.
If I were to get any of these, I would absolutely get the third one just because of the fucking eyebrows. It's so funny.
Mr. Angry Eyes.
I'd get either the first one or the last one. That's just me.
I'd get the Arby Mofun.
Were you saying something, Emily?
No, just I was also thinking Mr. Angry Eyes.
Mr. Angry Eyes.
All right, and our last news story. The official Hot Toys Twitter account announced that there will be Kamen Rider Black Sun figures.
Yeah, this is not Real Action Hero. This is Hot Toys.
These are 1/6 scale.
I want it.
Realistic sculpting, excellent posability, detailed collectible action figures.
We need to watch the show.
If you've ever seen like the Star Wars or Marvel Hot Toys, fuck, like they are so nicely detailed.
Guys, we need to do a mini series where we watch this show. For fuck's sakes.
Yeah,
we do need to do a spin-off series where we talk about Black Sun. I'm definitely down.
So good.
Wait, Hot is real?
7 in our chat. Hot, it's real.
Oh my god, Hot Toys.
Yeah, Hot Toys.
Finally, toys of Hot.
Exactly.
Watch it, guys.
We will. Don't worry.
Ours is the one who handles the schedule. But I should just schedule something separate. There's just so many games I'm playing now. I'm sorry.
Call it a mini series. We'll just talk about it.
I know. That's what we did with Amazon's.
I need to keep playing Zelda.
All right. Well, that is the news for this week.
Badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let us get into Geats.
Tiny little. Oh.
Well, just before we get into this week's episode, Paul, since you weren't here for last week, what do you want to say anything about the debut of Geats 9?
Hold on, let me just get comfortable for a moment.
Okay.
That is some of the raddest shit that fucking Toku has done in years.
I know. So cool.
Like, it's really cool. Like, Geats 9 as a form looks gorgeous. Like, straight up gorgeous. I don't know how you could sit here and have any complaints about how Geats 9 looks. It's elaborate, there's a level of pageantry to it, but it's still just Geats beating the ever-loving piss out of things.
Style.
Yeah. Do I feel like the moment of him beating the crap out of everyone and forcing them out and becoming the god of creation felt a little quick, yes, but I felt like it needed to as well because of things that we'll talk about later on about in this episode. Because things escalate quickly.
Yeah,
but a part of me was during watching the actual Gazer versus Geats 9 fight, I was like, okay, they're kind of rushing this and they're putting it through the actual theme song, which makes me think that like they're relegating it to like an ending credits montage leading up to the end of the episode. I thought that was I thought that took away from it a little bit, but at the same time, the performance of the actual suit, performance of the character, and the fight itself kept it grounded in one of the better moments of the show. I think it's one of the, like, you can tell that it's a crown jewel of the show. You can tell they put a lot of effort into it, and you can tell that they wanted to make this scene for a very long time, and it was very, very cool. I want to keep seeing that going forward.
I've seen that meme of like Geats going down the magical stairs and Toma going up the bridge from Saber.
I didn't see that. That's amazing.
I thought that was the Yellow Brick Road for a minute, but okay.
It's a reference to something from Saber.
Okay.
All right, well, yeah, so going into this week's episode, the new opening is interesting.
Oh yeah, shit's really serious now.
Everyone's
like,
all dramatic
serious.
and looking behind themselves, and my favorite thing that's different is Buffa doesn't have his bullshit Jamashin powers anymore.
Yeah, because Geats is God now, so he's like, no, Buffa, fuck off.
You don't get that shit anymore.
No, your buff is gone.
Ha, Buff.
What Buffa does have, though, now, a moo sound effect when he appears in a scene.
How the fuck did he know where Kawa lived? That's my question.
Geats is God now. He's organizing all of these things.
Our Lord and Savior Geats works in mysterious ways.
Actually, I'm going to say this right now. He keeps talking about how the world is his to control and how he's going to create the perfect world.
Uh-huh.
I'm not entirely unconvinced that he doesn't have limited abilities to make things happen.
Oh no, they explicitly said in this episode that in that moment where he got like really hungry and started eating, because he's not powering himself with the Gira Gira spark of the defeated that the previous goddess was being fed, there are limits to his powers.
But what I'm going to say is that Buffa showing up at Kawa's house, I'm pretty sure that's a cutscene that he willed to happen.
I really have no other explanation on why Buffa would know why Michinaga would know where Kawa lives.
Because there's no explanation. He's never been there. I think that Ace, when we see something we can't explain, it's part of Ace's plan. And he
has a plan for us all. And he's a painful plan.
He's God now. Let's not. Can we just accept the fact that we cannot discount that anymore?
No.
Like, this, we have to count that as part of the narrative rules of this universe. Ace is God now.
Anything that we have a question and not an answer for, we have to simply respond with Ace did it.
And we have to reflect on how that influences his plan going forward.
I have to say, his suit is snazzy as fuck.
Extremely.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Ace has the drip. It's amazing.
He is now upgraded to God of the Gods of the Gods.
He's the Beyonce of the Beyonce of the Beyoncés.
I thought you were going to say the Beyonce of the Beyond, and I don't know what that means, but it sounds awesome.
It sounds great, but no.
My favorite thing ever in the new opening is that one shot of them in their suits as near the end, right before they switch to their rider suits. And if you just look at Kawa paused in that shot of the four of them, Kawa looks so fucking done.
My favorite thing about the new opening is the fact that during, like, you know when we get the headshots of all the characters in their rider person off to the side sort of thing? And there's that screen in the background where you're supposed to be seeing...
Where there's a clip of that rider?
It's just Geats now.
Yeah, I mean, Neon isn't a writer yet in this story, so there's no clip of her to show. They're all just, it's all just Geats in the background.
It's all just Geats. It's like you're paying attention to the characters you know and love, but in the background it's just, it's the Geats show.
I'd call it subliminal advertising if it wasn't so clearly superliminal.
Hey you, join the Geats.
Oh my god. No, it's the shot right before that where they're in their untransformed forms, and you see them all just standing there, and Keiwa looks so fucking done.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta do this again.
Gotta be a Kamen Rider.
For God's sakes.
Yes, that's it. Look at Keiwa, that screenshot.
Look at him.
He's so done.
Like, okay, can someone post like the first like Keiwa like shot we got of him in the opening when he was like so fucking happy, and then just the next shot, the other picture, just him now.
Someone posted someone posted like a collage of all four of them, every version of their shots in the opening over the whole show, and you just watch as everyone gets more and more depressed.
Yeah.
Except for that one time where Keiwa was weirded out by Kekara.
Destiny Island is more like Destiny Island.
Those two are up to some shit, I swear to fucking God.
Yeah.
Everyone's up to some shit.
This whole show has been someone up to shit.
For real.
You gotta send me that. That's
it's in the Discord.
Yeah, I'll go back on it.
Yeah, so we established that Ace is now the creation god, but he has a limit to his power because he's not feasting on the souls of the losers.
And it's interesting that he has is a Japanese regional thing. I'm sorry if this is pretentious or stupid.
Go ahead.
But I noticed it and I was just like, oh, that's interesting, called Wanko Soba, which is based on eating as many small bowls of soba noodles as you can. So what he's doing when she keeps pouring them is like part of that tradition.
Cool.
I love how there was a fucking sound effect every time he got a new bowl.
Yeah, it was just eat up. It was just her fucking saying eat up. And the best though was when like Ace just like calls her fucking like sister, and she just goes, "Oh fuck me, that's right."
Oh shit, that's still canon.
Damn it.
But I'm God now, so it's okay.
I just love it's like, wait, everyone left. Why am I still here? I still need a navigator.
You're important.
Right, I'm your sister still.
You're going nowhere. and then we have this old cop dude who is probably played by someone important, but I didn't recognize him. He just walks up to these skateboard dudes and go, "Hey, youngsters, give me your skateboard. I want to shred too."
But he was a Jamato.
A little Jamato.
Yeah, now we have these new parasite Jamatos who are these tiny little ones that infect people, and they turn into... I love that it's not even they turn into a monster of the week Jamato, they just turn into a fucking mook.
Well, it's the Jamato... Here's what I think. It's the Jamato that is the itty-bitty one.
Yeah.
Like, when an itty-bitty one jumps onto a human, they turn into that Jamato. They're just hijacking their physical form.
Yeah.
I like that, and what I really like is the fact that Ace has... and we haven't seen anyone really henching properly so they can, like, confirm this. But Ace might have the unique ability to drive them out. Like... How do we know that this is not how Jamatos do?
I think what we're leading up to is the other three choosing to fight again now that humanity to defend.
But my question is Ace the only one who has the ability to kick the mini Jamato out of the body? Or do the other ones have to...
I would doubt it. As long as they know what they're aiming for, they can probably do it too.
But Ace is God.
Yeah, but...
Just
because he can do it doesn't mean others can't, necessarily.
Well, we'd have to see.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Next episode, we know some tycoon shit's happening, but we'll get into that. Yeah, and then, so Ace henshins into Geats 9 again. And it's the exact same sequence from the last episode, so now I'm wondering if this is going to be consistent going forward, because that was awesome.
Yep.
They do tend to do
Big
that
time.
with hyperforms, though. Like, when you're doing the hyperform, they tend to make the henshin moment, like, a big...
Yeah.
It's the same each time, but it is the best thing that they can do.
And it's, like, the most extra as fuck henshin in all of Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty up there. Pretty up there, I gotta say.
So then the B plot of this episode is Neon, who just straight up buys a whole ass apartment.
And then, like, it was adorable that she's like, well,
So
I just wait for them to bring my furniture.
So when does the furniture arrive?
Yeah, you gotta go out and get your own furniture. I don't know how to do that. I'll help you. Like, just her and Sarah being, like, straight up besties is just so cute.
I'm so glad the show remembered that Neon is a spoiled rich girl. And now we have this hilarious dichotomy of her trying to be normal, and it's just like, teach me your ways, peasant!
The fun has been doubled.
She didn't even look at the whole place. She was just like, cool, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Sounds
I'll pay
nice.
right now.
I'll pay.
I'll give you an immediate lump sum full payment. What?
This is my property now, right? Yes? Okay. Fantastic.
Here, I'm just gonna pay
It
for
looks
the
like a
whole
great
thing.
apartment, too.
Yeah.
Looks like a great little condo.
So then we got an interesting thing where Timefire, like Neon's dad, calls like the government, like a government official, and is like, why aren't you guys fucking hiding this? And he's like, yeah, we don't really answer to you anymore, and the DGP's gone, so kindly go fuck yourself.
I'm so fucking glad we're addressing this. Because the DGP staff is gone, they're not telling the sponsors to pay off the agencies to hide the fact that Jamato are attacking people. So now, news about the Jamato is getting out.
I don't know what's better.
Like, there are monsters happening.
I don't know what's better. The idea that the government could be paid off to not talk about actual monsters that can kill people.
Yep.
Or the fact that they just wholesale pinned it all on him.
Yep.
Like, I don't know which I'm more impressed with.
Oh, I love that too.
The fact that you maintained this charade for so long, or the fact that you just understood the assignment and went, no, VTuber's dad, you're the person we're putting this all on, and it's gonna go on the news.
He knew they were leaving, so I have no idea why this man wasn't 100% ready for this.
Because he's an idiot.
I also love when like Kay was fighting like a Jamato or whatever like that, and then like Keikoro shows up and he just goes, he's like, I know you want to beat up that Jamato, you want to help that person.
Yes.
You love helping people.
So now we finally know what Kekara and Baroba wished for when they went to the goddess, and this makes perfect sense. We were told before that any people from the future society who were left behind after the Grand End would basically die. So Kekara and Baroba wished to the goddess for the ability to stay behind and survive until they got what they wanted. So Kekara wished basically to just hang around in general, and Baroba wished specifically for staying around until she witnesses the kind of suffering she wants. I feel like that wording is going to come back to bite her in the ass.
I was going to ask, I remember human Kekara having the green hair before.
Oh yeah, he's always had that. All of the future people have that little swirl in their hair. Kyun has the yellow one, and Jean had the blue one, and...
I loved when he fucking just squatted down and did like the pose his statue form does. And
Remember?
I was like, yeah. Fucking love that.
So yeah, now he's like aggressively on this, I'm gonna make you a protagonist kick.
Baby, I'm gonna make you a star.
Oh, so now like that he's probably just gonna try to push Keiwa to fucking kill Ace.
I don't know about killing Ace, but he's gonna push him to fight for sure.
Maybe he's gonna make him like, oh, if you defeat Ace, you'll get the powers of God of Creation, and then you can make the world however the fuck you want.
Then you'll be the main. Then you'll be the primary Kamen Rider, and we'll change the name of the show to Kamen Rider Tycoon.
So Kaker was basically Palpatining this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Just,
Can you imagine?
oh, join me and do this, and you'll get this awesome power.
Can you imagine if they actually have that in an episode and just for a whole episode, or maybe even a 3-part arc, it's just the Kamen Rider Tycoon show. Like they actually change the name,
just like
of the show.
Tycoon gets his new form next week, and just because of DB illness, he's like got Geats on the ropes somehow. Like, and then you just cut to Kekara, do it.
Like they cut to the theme song. It's like invitation. It's the Tycoon show. He's a hero, gonna avenge you all. And it's actually like, oh wait, actually this sounds better. That maybe we should. No,
the Tycoon show.
Tycoon show, the Tycoon show.
No, Tycoon show.
Yes.
Speaking of Geats 9's henshin, I'm pissed that we were lied to. He doesn't actually snap twice.
Oh.
Because then we see him. He henshins into that form twice this episode, and the first time he did the double snap, but then in the second time he only did it once, and I'm like, oh, so you were just fucking with us the other times?
Are you sure he was snapping twice, or was it just a different shot of him doing it?
I mean, based on that information that we now have, that's what it seems to be. But like, yeah. I liked it when it was him snapping twice, because it's like the next level henshin. You know what I mean?
Oh, sick! The fucking Shinobi Tycoon special comes out tomorrow.
Oh, excellent!
Fuck yeah, I cannot wait to watch that. It's gonna be so fun.
Yeah. So.
Just editing.
So Kekara and Baroba are still around, and then we cut to the mastermind who's growing these new parasite Jamato, and oh my god, it's Daichi.
It's Sparrow, or at least like someone who looks like Sparrow.
Okay. We don't know for sure, as far as I know, if it's actually him or if it's a Jamato with his ID core.
And I'm gonna say this. If it is actually him, that's intelligent use of your villain. I say that seriously. He's a shitty fucking character, but because he's always been grouped around the fucking like good guys.
He wasn't a shitty character. He was actually really good. He was just a good character that we hated him.
He was good at being annoying.
But he amounted to nothing.
That's why he's doing this now.
That's what I mean.
This is his amount to something arc.
Exactly. That's what I mean. He amounted to nothing. Whether or not you liked his contribution or not, it doesn't matter. He amounted to...
Oh my god, is that what he looks like now? Holy shit. What a fucking grow up.
He let his hair down.
He undid his ponytail.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused.
I have some confusing feelings I need to work out.
Put him in a dressing. God damn.
Who's this guy think he is? David Bowie? Mr. Glam Rock with the eye under the tattoo under the eye?
I gotta work out some stuff. Maybe this might be the
so he's wearing a wig?
Beautiful friendship.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's okay. I think we all
you were gonna say he's hot.
No.
Let us know in the comments if you think that's actual Sparrow or not Sparrow.
Oh, I remember. So people in the Discord have been echoing what I've been thinking pretty much, in that it seems like Daichi is pulling a gremlin from Kamen Rider Wizard.
That's okay.
He's the final villain after being a side villain at best up till now.
Too, that he might be the endgame villain.
I mean, everyone else is pretty much fucked off. Oh yeah, and we have this new GM who was hired by Samas, who is still around for some fucking reason. And now they're going to try and take down Ace and make Sumuri into their goddess again because Ace still has her.
Yeah, because they're just like, there's still one way that we can get her on, that's some of that sweet, sweet god goo.
No,
it's a technical. No, I'm being very serious. You say no, but I'm being very serious.
The medical term is god goo.
We can get that goo. There's one more loophole that we can exploit.
Times worse.
And yeah, as per the preview, next week we're getting Tycoon's final form? Probably.
Probably.
It looks pretty rad. The helmet looks like a reskin of Command.
Probably is.
Because we couldn't come up with another original helmet for him. Yeah, and also Kamen Rider Buffa's back in action.
Well, yeah, of course. I have Buffa.
Which means Neon will be the week after, probably.
I'm so sad we'll never see Buffa Jamato Zombie ever again.
Yeah.
It's so fucking cool for, like, the one scene it was in.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is Geats for the week.
I'm really liking like this kind of like new world that Geats has made, Ace has made, and then he's like doing his best to defend it all on his own.
I've been super curious, wondering where the story's gonna go, because this has the same energy as late game build when they finished with the fucking tower, and it's just like, well, what the fuck do we do now?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Evolt's just still being an asshole.
Yeah. All right, well, yeah, good episode. I'm excited for the rest of this new chapter. We'll see how the show goes. We'll see if they can stick the landing.
Time for the Dybowski hour.
Take us in.
The best shenanigans.
Oh! This man.
Well, first off, I just want to point out that I've edited together a new wallpaper for the King-Ohger segments, which people watching the video will see. I've included Kuwagata and Spider Kimonos.
That's gotta be the name of the episode, the double Dybowski debacle. I like that sound. Well done.
It runs in the family.
Okay, so like we all know what the big spoiler plot point twist to this episode is, and I have to say, this is the greatest Sentai of all fucking time.
Pretty great.
This show is so fucking good.
There is never. I was saying earlier before we started recording, there has not been a single bad episode yet.
Yeah, I agree. It's all either been hilarious, thought-provoking, emotional, or all of them at the same time.
So
like, I think the only annoying thing, like the one little nitpick I have, is just like Gira's fucking evil king facade. Like he's still on this fucking shit, and I'm like, all right, man. We know like you're not a fucking evil king. We know you're a good person.
I feel like we're gonna work through that shit later, but right now it is everyone else's turn to be important.
Yeah.
I will say though, with regards to Gira, really, dude, you want to pick your moment to be an evil, finger-twiggling fucking evil king while this woman who doesn't know who you are is waking up? Really bad timing, my dude.
Okay. First off, so we get a lot of kind of history of Kaguragi in this episode. The fact that apparently the previous ruler during the God's Wrath event hoarded all the food to himself, and Kaguragi was like this rebel leader that gathered the people, and they rebelled against this ruler of Tofu, and he became the new ruler of Tofu. That is fucking badass as shit.
What the part of that I'm wondering about is, was this previous ruler Kaguragi's dad, or did Kaguragi was he just some no one from the poverty side and just raise up and take over?
I think it's the second one. I think he was just this guy who just decided to not take any of this guy's shit and just rebelled against him, and like, oh, that's so fucking cool.
I mean, as always, Kaguragi is not someone that you can trust. He is an usurper.
Yeah.
And also, he made a deal with Racles to have Tofu have primary use of the shoe gods.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they rented out the like farming shoe gods, or like the demigods, the saints, whatever category you want to call them. And in exchange for this food trade agreement, they handed over Suzume as one of Racles' quote-unquote potential brides, is what they said. So now I'm wondering if he has others?
Yeah, where are the other ones?
Well, Racles gets all the bitches, man.
Some great cast.
Women, men, doesn't matter.
Yep, it's Greycaster in like a like a harem disguise.
And one of them is me. I love this picture so goddamn much.
Yep.
That's me in a nutshell for Racles.
That's going in the thumbnail.
I fucking love him.
So yeah, so Kuroda tells the story of Suzume and the shortage and the war and the rebellion and all that. And I have to say, even though Jeremy pisses me off with his weird indirect coy bullcrap, at least he's serving a purpose in being a vehicle for the audience to be told backstory.
That is
Yeah.
I like how they've got a point where they just tell him, like, please give it to us straight this time, and he just sort of goes, okay.
Yeah, no, they're all like seeing through his fucking bullshit, and I love it. I'm like, good.
It's so fucking funny. So like everyone else they're all in this group conversation, and from Inkosopa's perspective, and Jeremy wanders up going, I know a secret I can't tell you. Do you want to know it? Fuck it, I'll tell you.
Pretty much, yeah.
When he knows he can't do that, he still tries to find a way to get it in there.
He's such a little shit disturber.
I know, it's so fun. It's so funny.
I wonder if there's a reason why Racles and Kagaragi haven't been up to any tricks lately. I wonder what the real reason is behind Kagaragi's trickery. What if it was something he couldn't tell anyone? I'll tell you immediately with no exchange needed. Alright, bye!
Also, the fucking disguise they gave Gira, like, goddamn.
I love how half-assed they were about it. Jan is like...
World, which is awesome.
Yeah, so like Jan was like, we'll put Enkosopa's best technology in it, and Himeno was like, we'll use the amazing skill and artistry of our artisans to help you. Cut to him dressed up like a fucking taxi pill bug with a gamer headset and fucking a shawl and flower on him. Like,
and fucking Todd here fucking falls for it like an idiot.
I'm impressed he actually did have a date.
Did you think the twist was gonna be that he didn't really have a date?
No, I didn't. I was wondering about it, but I didn't really put much thought into it one way or the other. And then it turns out he did have a date who was pissed off at him for being late because he kept trying to chase Gira Taxi around. Like, look at the size of that, my dude! Were you expecting to get in that?
So they ask, like, Racles asks Jeremy, it's like, oh, like, can you set up like a meeting, a peace talk with like the Bugnaroks so we can like, you know, talk? And he's like, yeah, sure, but in return, like, you gotta give Kaguragi's sister back. And he's like, yeah, about that.
with regards to Jeremy's part in this negotiation happening, I love that, like, Jeremy's clearly established that what he wants is for the humans in Bugnarok to stop fighting, but when Racles is involved, Racles asks him, do you think peace between humans and Bugnarok is possible? And Jeremy goes, no, but fuck it, I'll try anyway.
That's why I like Jeremy.
Give it a shot.
I don't think it'll work, but damn it if I'm not gonna try.
I look at both Racles and Jeremy as two opposing sides of the slimy spectrum. They are both
the Sukapon Tanuki, if you will.
Like, those two, and then Kagaragi, when the three of them are in the same room together, I feel like I'm drowning in, like,
deception,
viscous residue.
Oh, all three of them are full of shit. It's incredible.
They're all so distrustworthy, but in completely different ways. It's weirdly compelling.
Yeah, I love the monster of the week. He looked awesome.
I looked him up. He's based on just like a fly.
Yeah, it's a housefly, common housefly.
Yep.
Even had that hand rubbing thing that flies do.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the little scheming thing they do.
So yeah, they hatch this plan for Gira to steal Suzume from Racles, and he climbs up the fucking tower, spooks her awake, and then bails under the bed when the others come running.
Yep.
Oh my
then
god.
she like hugs Racles and she's like, "Oh, I love you, Racles." You can just tell he's like, "Ah, fuck's sake."
It was so good. It's like, all right, so in exchange for taking you to negotiate peace, we want you to return Suzume. And his response was, "That's not my choice. She wants to stay here."
You can tell. You can tell deep down inside. This is how he's feeling.
There's just a shot of her like clinging onto his arm, and you look at his face, and it's just like, why am I here? Just to suffer?
Yeah, no, he's yeah. Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
And then Kagaragi with his breakdown because his beloved sister is in love with Racles. Get it? Sounds like bee noises.
Stop simping for your sister. Or so I thought.
Or so it would seem.
It seems as though it may have just been a clever Kagaragi.
A Kagaroos.
A Kagaroos.
It runs in the Dybowski family.
At the end of the episode, like after watching it, I was like, I was literally focused on that. I was like, dude, stop being so focused on your sister. It's so bad. But then I got the information. I went, oh right, they're both Kagaragis. Fuck.
It's Kagarashi. That sounded better in my head.
They're both Dybowskis. Yes.
Yeah.
They're both Dybowskis. They're both Dybowskis, and they're both on thin ice.
So yeah, it's a fucking triple trick. It's like she appears to be a prisoner, but that's not true. She actually loves Racles, but then that's not true because the real ploy is she's there to try and assassinate Racles. That's amazing.
These Dybowskis. I want their Ohsama calibers on my desk by end of day.
Oh my god, the shot at the end of Kagaragi where he looks out to the castle and then you see the close-up of his eyes widening and the close-up of the biggest smile he's ever had. And I feel like this is the first time in 15 plus episodes that we have seen the true face of Kagaragi.
The troll face?
Everything up until now has been a deception. This is the master plan.
He is the physical incarnation of the troll face.
No, I will say, I think when he's also like transformed as Hachi-Ohger, I think that's also like the real him, like fighting, because like he's such a fucking badass.
I'm sure he also does enjoy fighting to protect the country and the world.
Yeah, you can tell he really cares about like tofu a lot. So, and he rebelled against the previous fucking ruler to.
As we're watching the episode for the first time, and you see that like he's agreeing to even have tofu submit to be a vassal nation to Shugadam, and he's just like, if it's for the sake of peace, then that's a cheap price to pay. And then we find out everything that's really happening, and it's like, oh yeah, that's right. You can't rule over us if we assassinate you. Oh my god, I can't wait for this to resolve!
Right?
Oh yeah, also this episode debuted Tarantula Night.
Pretty cool.
It was cool.
It was pretty cool. But it's such a shame that it debuted in such an inconsequential way.
That is true.
But watching it fight was pretty badass. It's literally the Spider-Man Zord.
Not to be confused with the Zord that Spider-Man.
Not to be confused with Leo Pardon.
You can definitely also tell it was mocap.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, it definitely had like human movements.
The way they were fighting while like clinging to that pillar in Shugadam, that whole scene was beautiful. Loved it.
Oh yeah.
And the chime for Tarantula Night, real good. Like it. Night, Tarantula Night.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
I'm very tempted to buy it, but I'm not sure yet. And as after the battle's over and like everyone reconvenes in the street, just Kagaragi looks at Gira in the taxi bug disguise. So anyway, about other things. ignoring all of this.
Well, also fucking Gira, when he transformed into Kingohger, like he does that thing that like he did this move that I always really like fucking seeing in like movies and stuff. It's just where they do like the kind of like front flip roll, but they're like holding onto their legs when they do it.
The double front spin ball move.
Yeah, I fucking love when characters do that shit. It's so satisfying to watch.
Also, I have to say it's unfortunate the name of the weapon that Tarantula Knight used. Like, yes, we get it from Centipede, but the name of the weapon is the Peed Chainsaw.
The Peed Chainsaw.
Uh-oh, it peed.
We're gonna pee.
It peed. Good thing it wasn't yellow. Ugh.
I mean, the energy coming off it is yellow, so that's the pee.
No!
So, like, after this episode, like, I literally, like, I know I've been saying, like, Rita's the probably, like, the GOAT character in this, like, MVP of the show, but I think it has to go to Kagaragi. Like,
every time he does something, it's a big fucking deal.
It's so awesome. He's just so fucking cool. He's so badass.
He's so
like, after finding out his origin, like, he was, like, a rebel leader that, like, usurped the
No, I question
ruler.
the veracity of that.
Here's the thing. What Paul said.
Can I explain?
Go ahead.
That was explained to someone by one of his ninja
by
followers.
Kuroda.
Yeah. And this is the same person who went, keep bullshitting people. For God's sakes, keep bullshitting people in the name of tofu. And he goes, so that's so I think, yeah, he's willing to do it. And he's willing to help Kagaragi Dybowski bullshit his way to the top. I question whether or not he really was a rebel leader. I think that he might have been, but I don't think that he's the hero that...
You know what my biggest reason for doubting this whole story is? Every time they talk about Himeno's events of the Wrath of God during this flashback, we see what happened. When Kuroda recounted this story of Kagaragi, we didn't see any of it. There's no footage. We can't say for sure if that really happened or if that's just his cover story.
Sky's blue, birds singing, Dybowskis are full of shit. I think that's a rule that we need to keep in mind.
Are we really so sure that this isn't another of Kagaragi's deceptions? Because they're piling high.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Like, how many like twists are there in this? How much is too much?
I guess we'll find out by the end of the show.
Dybowski, is there such a thing as too much?
And so the episode ends with Racles meeting Death Narok alone. And I'm very concerned that the preview for the next episode had zero footage of them. What's going to happen? Is Racles just going to try to kill him right here? I don't see that going well. Or maybe, here's my theory. Remember a couple episodes ago how I piled on the evidence in favor of Racles and Death Narok working together? Perhaps this is them meeting to discuss their next plan.
Oh, yeah, that's why he has to go alone.
Exactly.
That was
legitimately the conclusion for that. I didn't think there was any other thing you could really take.
Yeah. Like, literally, it looks like they're about to fight. But what I see happening is like, so is everything...
Is the plan in place?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Although, I've noticed that they're trying, like, this is the topic, but they're trying to make Racles, like, more complicated in the specials.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's information we're supposed to take into the show.
Yeah.
He's basically the Char Aznable of this show.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's a good point from what I've seen. I missed the second one.
Mm-hmm. He's the Char of the show. For all my Gundam fans out there.
He's a Char.
So yeah, it looks like next week's episode is going to be mostly focused on Rita's backstory. As people in our Discord are posting, we're going to see young Rita and Rita's parents.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting seeing Rita's origins.
And it looks like Rita's mom is played by Rena from Drive.
What?
And his dad is Nira? Oh my god!
Who was Rena from Drive?
Rena was like the scientist of the Kamen Rider Drive gang.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Wow, alright. Cool.
Man.
Very cool. This show continues to impress me. Just give me some fucking henshin sequences and you'll be 10 out of 10.
Why have they still not done that?
I don't know.
It's happening. It's not happening.
I think they're already 10 out of 10 from how outside of the box they're willing to go.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, they're trying to go for more of that like top shelf storytelling for TV, but it's still toku.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is a very different thing that they're trying to do. So I kind of get why they're not doing like the...
No, but we have sequences for the Megazord, so why can't we have sequences for the Rangers?
Because Game of Thrones...
Well, Game of Thrones isn't Power Rangers!
That's true.
I just love how this last year has been an amazing trend of stories about leaders of different nations wielding supernatural powers of some sort, forming an alliance to come together to fight a common evil. It's been in King-Ohger. We're about to get it in Final Fantasy 16. It was a thing in Fire Emblem Engage recently. These kind of stories are happening a lot lately, and I am absolutely here for it.
I know it's like one of your favorite types of...
As we were saying in our messenger chat, I am eating good this year, story-wise.
You really are. You really are.
Y'all are.
It's so good. You know what you need to do to make it perfect, Toei? It's your move. You copyrighted my video, so I know you know that I want it.
They're gonna spite you. They're like,
now they're not gonna definitely not do it
Never,
because you did that.
Never.
All right, well, let's move on to the Racles special episode 2, which I'm not going to play the opening again. I have to say, this might be the first actual smart thing I've seen Racles do the entire show. So he let himself get taken away to be put on trial on purpose in order to bait the Bugnarok back out. Fucking
pretty smart.
Genius.
And now we have official confirmation that for King-Ohger 0, they do not have the physical suit for it.
Yeah, and we also have confirmation that they may have shown it once or twice, but King-Ohger 0 is in fact a whole other set of Shu gods. It's not just God Kuwagata taking over normal King-Ohger, even though that was the case the first time it showed up.
Yeah.
So
Good to know too.
God Kuwagata 0 can take over normal King-Ohger, and it has its own set of like 0 Shu gods. But yeah, this episode was basically the debut of King-Ohger 0 proper, and we got to see it kick ass, and holy shit.
It's got an autopilot.
Yeah.
That's useful. I don't know why I said that, but it is.
In this episode, we learn why Racles was planning to kill Vidalia when she finished his research. And as heartless as it may sound, it makes sense. She has information on all these national country secrets of of what they're working on, so he wants to protect those secrets. And is there not much better way to do that than by killing her? Not that I agree with that policy, but I understand his line of thought.
You know, it's Racles. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
And man,
I ain't question him. I ain't question his motives.
That scene with Kame Jim and the monster of the week from these specials is named Shida Jim. That one silly bit with the grassy field and the changing perspectives. I feel like they were going for some sort of like artsy nonsense with this, and it was kind of interesting.
Yeah, it was okay.
And then we see him do like this fucking face beam that he's never done before. Where was that?
He's always had that.
Apparently. And yeah, so we find out that the monster wasn't Vidalia turning into it because of whatever happened in the first episode. The monster and her are separate beings. It just has the ability to like store her body inside of it and then after getting beat up by Kuwagata-Ohger, it dropped her and bailed. And this was all part of Racles' plan to just bait the Bugnarok back out so he could question him.
Yep.
There's also mention of a strange liquid that's neither human or Bugnarok, and I don't know what that's about.
Right.
So it could, but neither human or Bugnarok. It could be any other animal, or it's not human or Bugnarok.
My first thought would be Jeremy, ? But maybe not.
Both. Oh my god, they found Jeremy's fluid.
They found Jeremy's ooze.
Ew.
Jeremy juice.
The Jeremy juice.
That's incredibly cursed. I'm sorry. Why did I?
Literally, I was like, what kind of fluids?
I don't want to know.
I do, but purely for
Why is it white?
purposes.
For science. Yeah, so the episode ends with Racles confronting Shirajima in the throne room, and he just goes all wide-eyed. It's like, I have questions.
Mm.
And it looks like the last episode of this special will be about secrets! Secrets!
Can we get more Kuwagata-Ohger?
Yeah, he didn't actually hench and fight at all this episode. It was only the King-Ohger Zero fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Anyways, Racles continues to be a badass motherfucker, my favorite character in the show, and I want more.
This is the only time so far that I will admit that Racles did something cool.
He's always doing something cool. He's just always cool.
That's
Decker, post that picture again. I love Racles hasty.
Racles.
Stupid fucking motherfucker.
Racles.
He's down bad in Gears, brother.
Who's silver and has
No, that's
brother.
from Lane said that.
Yep.
Yeah.
There it is.
I'm not gonna.
There it is. Yeah, Jeremy's face is fucking priceless.
It's just like,
Lane,
ooh, a
how could you
story.
like Racles this much?
All right. Well, any other closing thoughts?
We eating good.
King-Ohger continues to still be fucking amazing.
Right.
Like, all of the shows are like, I'm gonna say that I have my issues with Geats. Like, it's not perfect, but it is one of the good ones. So I'm happy that it's doing what it's doing. I have my criticisms, but I'll just continue to have them. But we are in a very good time for Toku fandom. So,
you know what I realized this week, like while we were watching these episodes? We currently have both a Kamen Rider and a Super Sentai featuring characters that are 2,000 years old and mostly wear white.
Specifically 2,000 years old.
Which isn't, 2 isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Like, it's the Doofenshmirtz if I had a nickel thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? Like, between Ace and Jeremy, we have 2 white-themed 2,000-year-old dudes. It's so weird.
A platypus rider? Harry the platypus rider?
2,000-year-old Harry Platypus Rider.
Ancient being.
All right, so that is Castranger.
That's got to be a new emoji in the Discord server.
What?
Shocked Jeremy.
Oh, live Jeremy reaction?
Yeah, live Jeremy reaction.
Oh yeah, Paul, I meant to ask, so what'd you think of the previous episode, aka Himeno kicks Jeremy's ass for 24 minutes?
Himeno is cracked.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
she's fucking amazing. That's why she's my favorite of the main 5.
I watched her fucking fight and I was just like, Jesus. Oh, fuck. Don't mess with her. Like,
see, Himeno is my favorite of, like, the main 5. But, like, I know I splurge on, like, Kagaragi a lot, but that's just because he's, like, in his own separate fucking tier.
Yeah.
Kagaragi's my favorite in general, so. But
yeah.
He's
all our favorites.
Himeno got a lot of... I literally said to myself, put some respect on this girl's name.
Oh, yeah.
It's good, that.
All right. Well, that has been Castranger for another week.
Chikai, Radio Sentai Castranger.
And hey, Emily stayed on for feature topic. Hooray!
Huzzah!
I just thought, like, even if I didn't see it, that I don't know.
Yeah.
It was 7 minutes. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jikai Radio Sentai Castranger. Our feature topic for next week will be episodes 10 to 12 of Futopia, the Kamen Rider double anime.
We're just finishing it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be back for that.
All right. Awesome.
Well, guys, just remember one last thing. Remember to live, laugh, flame.
I saw you got that.
Yeah, it's a joke. It was a joke that like I made at work, and then it just became an inside joke at work. And then I was like, oh, it would be great if we had like a sign of it. And then someone actually made me a sign of it, and
That's
I love
awesome.
it. It's currently right beside me in my den at home, so because I didn't want to get damaged at work, but I love it.
All right.
so sweet.
Well, before we close everything out, I want to thank again our currently active followers on Patreon. That would be Blaze, Armorhide, Sentai VT, and Mike Harper. Thank you again for your ongoing contributions.
Thank you.
Yeah. And until next time, as always, our primary hijinks are at castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find our Facebook, Twitter, merch store, Discord, Patreon server, and all of our other shit. Thank you once again for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome. And we will see you next week. Although it'll be really hard for me to be on next week because Final Fantasy 16 will be out.
I will never live, laugh, lane.